is A? Negative 3. What is B? And what is C? Right? The easiest way you can identify is your y-intercept. Since your equation is intended for me, it's always 0, C. In this case, what will be your y-intercept?
0, negative 16.
Exactly. This is that 0, comma, negative 16. Alright? Then we're going to use quadratic formula to find the x-intercept. That was your assignment. Alright? Quadratic formula is x equal minus b plus or minus root of what? B squared minus 4ac over 2a. That will give you the x-intercept. Right? So we're going to set it to find your x-intercept. You'll have x equal minus, what is b? That will be minus 12 plus or minus root of, you take 12, you square it, minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 16. Everything is over 2 times negative 3. Then you need to work this out. So we'll have x equal minus 12 plus or minus, what is 12 squared? 12 times 12, that will be 144. Now be careful, we have 3 negative. Everything is negative, it's going to become negative. 3 negative is going to be negative. This will give you positive. Positive times negative is negative. You will have 12 times 16. What is 12 times 16? 12 times 16, guys. 192. Everything is over negative 6. So you will end up with x equal minus 12 plus or minus. Then you do the math inside the radicand. What is 144 minus 192? Negative 48. That should give you red flag because this is negative. This telling you no matter what you do, you will not find x-intercept. Right? So that's one of the things that you need to be aware of. So you will have x equal minus 12 plus or minus. This is imaginary number. A square root of negative 1 times 48. 48, you can do 3 factors for 48. How will you do 48? Based on your factor. 48 is what? 1 factor of 48 is what? 16 times? 3 will give you 48. Then you take the square root of, this will give you 4 times I. So that will give you 4i root of 3. That's what 48 is going to become. Negative 48 is going to become over negative 6. So this can be simplified. Common factor, what number they have in common? They have 2. You can simplify by 2. This will give you minus 6 plus or minus 2i root of 3 over 3 over negative 3. Then that's the best we can do from there. Alright? So this telling you there will be no x-intercept. None. No x-intercept whatsoever because the radicand is negative. Now I only need to find the vertex. So my vertex is minus b over 2a from the quadratic formula. I can come fish it out from there. This is my x-axis of symmetry. X will be minus 6 over negative 3. What is minus 6 over negative 3? What is minus 6 over negative 3? What is that? 2. 2. So the x coordinate of the vertex is 2. Then I need to find y. In order to find y, I'm going to take the 2 value for s, going to replace it in the original equation here. Then I will get my y coordinate of the vertex, which is k. Right? So we're going to replace 2. So I will have y equal minus 3 times that x value, which is 2. Then I must do what I must do to it. Must square it according to that, plus 12 times what? Times my x, which is 2, and minus 16. So you must do order of operation. PEMDAS first. You square the 2. What is 2 squared? 4 times negative 3. I'll give you negative 12. Plus what? 24. Minus 16. Order does not matter. I can do 12. Negative 12 plus 24 is 12. Minus 16. What is 12 minus 16? Negative 4. So my vertex is 2 comma negative 4. So I have 2 points I need to use to reflect. I have 0, negative 16 is my y-intercept, and my vertex is 2, negative 4. Then I will use the points of reflection. So let's go plot those 2 points. Let's go. So we're going all the way to negative 16. So this will be about what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Barely made it. This is 0, negative 16. That's my y-intercept. Right? My vertex is what? X is 2. What direction do I go? When x is 2, what direction x is 2? You go to the y2 unit, then you go down what? Negative 4. That will be this point here. That will be 2, negative 4. This is 0, negative 16. So this is my half of my graph. This one here. So you guys need to pay attention. Watch what I do. This is where x is equal to 2. My x-axis of symmetry. Then I'm going to do this. Do you know how many units from here to there? Right? From here to there, do you know how many units is that? Can count. 1, 2, then I'm going to count 1, 2. What point is that here? Can you tell me what point is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? That's my method of reflection. That will be 4 comma negative 16. Then that's how I reflect it to get the other part of the graph. And this is my graph. When you have no x-intercept, you have to use the method of reflection. I only use my vertex and my y-intercept to get half of the graph. And from my y-intercept, I count how many units. Right? That's 2 units. So I'm going to count 2 units to the right of that. So if I'm here at 2, I count 2 units, that will be 3, that will be 4. When x is 4, y is what? Y is negative 6, and that will be my point of reflection. That's how you'll be able to create some graph when you have no x-intercept.